so 350 is leaking fuel. At the moment I can fill to half a tank and I'm alright. Anything above half a tank, it leaks out of the passenger side. So I took a little video, and in here you can see it's running down the tank and then dripping onto the floor. So I'm losing fuel. On these cars, from what I've read, the fuel pump's behind the driver's seat on right hand drive, and the sender unit is on the passenger side where the glove box is. But on left hand drive cars, the fuel tank's the same, but the sub behind my seat moves to the other side. So left hand drive's easier for getting the pump out, and right hand drive's easier for getting the sender unit out. So luckily for me, it's the sender unit side on the passenger seat, so I can get in fairly easily and get that fixed. So I've just slid the seat forward now so I can get in to the glove box bit, and then under here, and then it's just under this plastic tray. Pop that up. And then under here, it's just these 4 plastic tabs I just want turning with a screwdriver, and under there is the sender. So this is what I'm hoping is going to fix it. This is the O-ring for the fuel pump, and I'm hoping it's the same for this side. I can't find anything for this side, just the fuel pump side, so hopefully that'll be the solution. So I've just undone them plastic tabs. It's 90 degrees clockwise to undo them, and then I've just unplugged this connector from there just so I can get that out of the way. And I think there's six little bolts. It's M8 head. Take them out, and then hopefully that should just lift out. So these are the little bolts that hold it in the tank, very short. So now this should lift out. So that comes off alright. And this lifts out. And you can see there the O-ring. So I'll take this right out and swap the O-ring. Now that's out of the way, this should just pull off. Like that. And then the new one should just go straight on. So now the O-ring's in, I can put this back in. And then bolt it all back up with the 6 small bolts, and hopefully that's fixed. I'll have to fill it up and check if it leaks. Hopefully it is. It's quite an easy fix to do. The driver's side's harder, like I said with the sub. You have to take the sub out rather than just going in through the bottom of here. So what I have noticed is there's 2 little pins, one at the front there and one at the back side. which go into two little holes, one down here and one just there. Just be able to see that there. So you can't get the wrong way around, and that needs to sit in them holes. So I've just got these tightened back up. Just got to be careful not to over tighten them, because it's only so short it'll be easy to strip. So now I'm just going to plug that in, put that cover back on, turn these 90 degrees, and then we're done. That's a full tank of V-Power. Hopefully it doesn't leak out, but I'll check in the morning, see if it's leaked. If it has leaked, I'm losing my V-Power. So it's the morning now, still leaking fuel. So here I'm just blowing a bit of compressed air down the filler to see where the fuel comes out of, because you couldn't really tell where it was leaking from when it was all wet at the top. So you can see it's coming from the left hand side. I didn't know if it was going to be coming up the thread. If longer bolts had been used before to hold that ring down, it could have pierced through the tank. So I'm just taking the sender unit out and got the O-ring and retainer. So I probably didn't need the new O-ring, because you can see there past the O-ring there's a crack. Move that. So fuel's leaking out of there when it's should be sealed. So I need a new sender unit. So if you're replacing this O-ring, check for cracks, because I haven't checked and I've had to do it twice and lose fuel. So make sure there's no cracks in the plastic. This is the new one I've got. It's a second-hand one, because the new one's £216 and that worth 30 off eBay. I don't think the one that was in it was a genuine to start with, just because of the length of this. This one that I've got is meant to be a genuine one, and from what I've seen on pictures, that's what the genuine looks like, and this is a lot longer. But I'll put this in and hopefully that's fixed the problem. That's the new one back in now. It did fit a lot better, and from what I've read, the new non-genuine ones, the top doesn't seal as good and it doesn't fit in as well, but this one fit straight in, no problems, so that should help as well. So up to the sender unit, it is 3/4 of a tank. I'm gonna go have a little test drive and then I'll fill it back up, and hopefully that solves the problem, and I'll check back in the morning that there's no leaks, and that's it, all done. I filled up a couple of times now since the fuel leak and it no longer leaks. So if you are leaking fuel, check for cracks and the O-ring as well.